Since I can't think of a proper introduction, I guess we'll just have to launch into the questions and see what happens. So question number 1, name and age. My name is Emma and I'm 17. I'll be 17 until October, which makes me the youngest of all of the Nerdlings. Question 2, a little bit about your family. So I'm an only child, which means it's just my parents, my cat, my dog, and me. People always ask me if I wish I had siblings, and I always say no, and I've always said no, even since I was little, when I would beg my parents not to have any kids, because I was so happy just being an only child. I've been really lucky that way. I go on a lot of vacations, and I've had a lot of opportunities, and so I'm actually really glad to be an only child. And my parents are super supportive, and they're really lovely, and, you know, I can't imagine my life any other way, so, yeah. Other important people in my life are my friends, obviously my dear Nerdlings. Yeah, that's about it. Question 3, plans for next year. So next year I'm going to a really big school, which is a little bit daunting, considering the fact that I've come from a bunch of really small private schools. I'm going in as a pre-major, so I haven't really decided what I'm doing. I know it won't be science and math, because I hate science and math with a passion. But it'll probably be something English. I don't know. I guess we'll just find out when I get there. Question 4, hobbies and talents. So my main hobby is reading, which, as you can see from part of the bookshelf behind me, there's a bunch of books up there. I really enjoy reading. My favorite genre would have to be young adult, science fiction, fantasy, romance, that trash, you know, like Hunger Games, Divergent. But the first series that really got me to love reading was Harry Potter, and I was a big Harry Potter fan. My nickname used to be Hermione, even though I was not nearly as studious as Hermione. But yeah, I just really... reading is like something that really is important to me because I can just go somewhere else when life is dull and boring. Yeah, but reading is really important to me. Drawing, except I'm crap at drawing. I like it. I like to watch movies. I like to sleep. I like to eat. Yeah. Oh, talents. My one and probably only talent is singing. I do choir. I love singing. I love singing Les Mis, I love singing Wicked, Disney, I love it all. But I usually just sing when I'm alone because I don't share my voice very often. But, you know, that could change. I could do covers, but don't count on it. Question 5. What do you spend the most of your time doing? Well, during the school year I do a lot of homework, which sounds really lame, but I take a lot of really hard classes, and that means I do a lot of homework. So my school year routine involves waking up, going to school, coming home, working, and sleeping, which is really unexciting and I hate it. But anyway, during the summer I sleep in, I like to read outside, inside, everywhere. I read everywhere. I like to go on social media, even though I never post anything. I just kind of stalk other people's lives, which sounds really creepy. Question 6. What are your biggest fandoms? In my young life, I've definitely been in a lot of different fandoms. I used to love Harry Potter and Percy Jackson and Disney and Hunger Games and all those classics. But now I'm definitely more into like Wicked and Les Mis and young adult fiction and Studio Ghibli movies. I own nearly all of them. Disney movies. I like cats. I like lattes. I mean, I guess, I don't know if those count as fandoms, but I still really like them. I like necklaces. That sounds really horrible, and none of these are fandoms, so I'm just gonna stop myself right now. Question 7. What is one thing that you think is crucial for the world to know about you? I'm a pretty open book, so a lot of my life and a lot of who I am is out there in the world for everyone to know. So there's not one thing that I think is the most crucial for the whole world to know. But I will share a couple things that I think are important about me. So first of all, I would love to be a princess. It's my biggest dream in life, and I fervently believe that impossible things are happening every day, which is a quote from the musical Cinderella. And so I think it's true. Things that were impossible yesterday are happening today. And so you never know, it could happen. I also really like genealogy. I've traced my ancestry like 300 years into the past, which I think is pretty cool and also really dorky. I love hugs. I'm cold all the time. Even when I'm in a warm place, I usually feel cold. So I really like to get cozy in blankets and pajamas and everything warm and toasty. My favorite holiday is Christmas, not just because there are presents, but because it's warm and there are good songs and good people and good food. I really like food. And yeah, those are just a couple things about me that the world can know. Question 8. How have the Nerdlings impacted your life? As a kid, I didn't really want friends or think I needed friends, and for that reason I didn't have a lot of people that I was really close to or I wanted to be around. And so as I kind of started high school, I got some friends and they weren't necessarily the best people for me. I didn't feel like I was supported and I didn't feel like I really had that friend group that I wanted to be around and that I wanted to share my life with and share my time with. And so when I met the Nerdlings, or when we became the Nerdlings, I was kind of desperate for that connection with people that I genuinely enjoyed. And I totally found that. Like, this group of people is one of the most amazing I've ever had the privilege of knowing, and I'm really grateful that I decided to just like sit down at their lunch table one day and be like, hey, can I be your friend? Which sounds really horrible and corny, but it's true. I literally sat down and I never left. And so I'm really glad that I was kind of taken under their motherly wings and that they accepted me into like the super tightly knit group, because I know that it's hard. And so I have finally found people who I can call my friends, and that sounds cheesy and horrible, but it's true. Question 9. Question 9. Hopes for this channel. I don't know. I guess I don't really have any hopes. I kind of just do what they tell me. No, it sounds really abusive. No, I don't really know. I guess I'm excited to see what everyone else does, and I guess I will share my bits of life with everyone. I think I'm excited to show my dorm next year when I start school. I'm excited to keep in touch with my friends. I guess that's my biggest hope, is seeing little glimpses of their lives and share a little bit of mine too. So yeah, I guess that's my hope and my dream. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'd like to encourage you to go watch the other intro videos. There will be other ones if there aren't already. So go watch them. My friends are amazing, wonderful, entertaining, fantastic people, and I promise you won't be disappointed. So yeah, see you later!